Okay, so this session is gonna be the just in continuation of conceptual development, examples, problem solving techniques, and now it is the PYQ session. So today we will be revising everything at first 5 to 7 minutes. Then we will take all the questions whichever asked in your exam from last 10 years. Okay. So whenever we will have the QIP sessions, and just one thing I would like to suggest you guys, have patience. Please try to catch everything whichever I'm gonna tell you here. It will definitely help you in learning, in refining your learning process. So this is the quality improvement program session 1. Here we will be dealing, analyzing previous year questions of first order ODs. Fair. So first order ODEs के अंदर में whatever the PYQs are there, today we are gonna solve that. But as it is a QIP session, the first task is the revision whatever we have done, right? So till now we have covered, the first lecture was introductory lecture. What I told you in that, different kind of definitions, like what are dependent independent variables, what is the solution of a differential equation, what do you mean by general solution and particular solutions, what does mean by linearity overall, right? So the introductory lecture is with you. After the lecture I'll share the link as well for that persons who missed the lecture. After that we went for methods to solve first order ODEs, right? And we also discussed differential equations with initial conditions as well. Those are called initial value problems for us. So when I talked about the method 1, that is the variable separable. What the hint I gave you, कि please don't ignore this topic. You may feel कि this is very simple, but I took some PYQs in that class as well and tried to give you a hint कि in your college exam they just ask question, solve a particular ODE. But here in case of IIT JAM or TIFR, they ask questions just by adding a tail in the nature of solution, like solution of some given differential equation is monotonically increasing, bounded, finite, maxima, minima, and all, right? Second, the method we talked about, homogeneous differential equations. So in case of homogeneous differential equations, what I told you, dear fellows, a differential equation is said to be homogeneous. The definition part, what is that? A differential equation, if it can be written in the form function of y by x, so this is said to be a homogeneous differential equation. What we do to solve the homogeneous differential equation, you substitute y equals to vx. Again the same thing we discussed, if some differential equation is not in homogeneous form, then how to reduce that into the homogeneous form. We had two methods there for this, by simply substituting ax plus by as new variable, or choosing h and k such that given differential equation becomes homogeneous, right? So persons who had attended that lecture, fair, who didn't attend, they are suggested to go through that as well. So in case of differential equation, again, the method which we have to learn, that we discussed, today we will discuss PYQs of this method as well. The third method we had discussed, that is exact differential equations. So what I told you in that lecture, any differential equation, suppose that you have a differential equation mdx plus ndy equals to 0, it is said to be exact if there exists some function u of x by equals to c1, right? Am I audible? Is everything fair? Any issue?
टेक्निकल क्लिच आ रहा सर.
The वीडियो सही से नहीं चल रहा है क्या?
यस सर.
तो नहीं होना चाहिए आज तो. भी इंटरनेट इशू तो ठीक है, बाकी लोगों का क्या है? Is the video proper now?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Fair. चलिए. So what I told you कि differential equation का definition का meaning is what in the first lecture, in the second lecture. Then I went कि okay, what is the necessary and sufficient condition for one to be exact, right? So for one to be exact, the condition for exactness is diver m over diver y equals diver n over diver x. In case of exact differential equations, what I told you, if this differential equation is not exact, then can we try to make it exact? So we had studied different rules for that. If the differential equation is homogeneous, then 1 upon m into x plus n into y will work as an integrating factor. If the differential equation is of a standard form, some function of x into y plus some function of x into y, here the term is by dx, here it is x dy, then the integrating factor will be 1 upon m into x minus n into y, where m is what? This expression, that is function of x into y outside by, n is some other function of x into y outside x. So the reason I told you here why such integrating factors work, because if I multiply this factor into the differential equation, this will become exact. Similarly, we talked about this. So here I am not gonna talk about okay, what are the proofs, because we had already discussed the last 3 and 4 rules. Anjali, what I told you for this?
So for third rule, integrating factor is 1 by n into del m upon del y minus del n upon del x is function of x.
Good. So what I told you here, कि first you find diver m over diver n by minus diver n over diver x. Now observe by dividing by n or this expression. If this is function of x alone when you divide by n, if this is some function of y alone, then integrating factor क्या हो जाएगा? E raised to the power fx dx, right? Here the integrating factor will work as e raised to the power zy dy, right? What else I told you in general, कि if these are some like polynomial fractions and you have been given कि x raised to the power alpha by raised to the power beta is an integrating factor of 1, then finding alpha and beta, right? So what the method I told you for this? If I introduce this factor into the differential equation, this must become exact. So what the condition you will put? Diver over diver y of m into x ka power alpha by ka power beta equals diver over diver x of n into x ka power alpha into by ka power beta. Now you will compare different powers of x and y के coefficients and you will get the required things, right? So in case of exact differential equations, if I divide this differential equation into three segments, number one is definition of exactness. What is that, dear fellow? कि differential equation is said to be exact if there exists such function such that total differentiation of this gives this without any manipulation or substitution. Here, this is called the general solution of this differential equation. So its general solution, that is integration m dx plus integration n minus d over u over d over y dy equals to c. That also we had discussed and we had proved that as well, right? The other aspect is questions from the condition of exactness, right? The third aspect in exact differential equation from where questions are framed, that is finding integrating factors. Fair? कोई दिक्कत यहां तक? Introductory lecture, definitions of all terms. Second lecture, methods to solve differential equations, variable separable, homogeneous, exactness, and the fourth method we learned, it was what it was? Huh? Aditya? Linear differential equations, right? So
Yes,
in this method, what I told you, कि the differential equation of the form, either of this form or of the form, right? So here the integrating factor, why this is called the integrating factor, that I also discussed, right? Because if I multiply by this factor into the given differential equation, that becomes directly integrable, right? Directly integrable means what? That differential equation becomes exact. So for integrating factors, we have 5 rules here and 1 rule here. From this particular, if I am not wrong, I took a complete lecture. Anjali, is that clear?
yes, sir.
And we discussed, Hariom was also there, I guess, in that lecture. So we discussed different kind of examples over these this form, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is gonna be the mode of our lecture series. What is that? Ki once after completing a topic, these are the methods. The last part yesterday, due to technical glitches, please listen it carefully here. Due to technical glitches, this lecture could not be extended more. So whatever problem you people have felt, I will record a separate video for this segment, okay? And will share with you. Fair?
Yes, sir.
For the time being, what you have to remember is, if you have an initial value problem like y at x naught, y dash equals f of x by, such that y at x naught is y naught, then EUT is what? If f and d over f over d over y both are continuous, and continuous in what? Continuous in prescribed domain or region containing the point x naught comma y naught. This is what? X naught comma y naught initial point, right? So if f and d over f over d over y both are continuous in that region, we will say the given IVP has unique solution. Fair? So just to complete our QIP ka introduction part, I have given you the brief ki okay, how you people are supposed to revise any particular topic. Fair? Because end of the day, the concise revision will work only in the exam. The knowledge, whatever like oceans of knowledge you carry, doesn't work at all. Fair? So please prepare for the exam in the right way. That is the thing. अभी आप लोग चाहेंगे तो फटाफट अपनी कॉपी पर इन पॉइंट्स को नोट कर लेंगे. Now we are gonna start solving questions for last 10 years. Okay, please note down this, and this will be your revision page. Okay, please note down everyone. Is that noted? Hari Om, have you noted this?
Yes, sir.
Fair. Okay, let's do the questions now. Write the question number 1, that is from IIT JAM 2005. So the first we will be doing the questions for IIT JAM itself. The question is, फटाफट लिखेंगे, an integrating factor of, is that visible? Yes. X dy over dx plus 3x plus 1 by equals x into e raised to the power minus 2x is. Your options are x e raised to the power 2x, 3x e raised to the power x, x e raised to the power x, x cube e raised to the power x. Can you check it, please? चले, सो सबसे पहले तो we will manage the differential equation, sorry, what this x I have managed, right? So comparing the given differential equation with dy over dx plus px by equals to qx. What do you got, dear fellows? Px as 3x plus 1 upon ax, that is nothing but 3 plus 1 upon x, right? So what I told you, the integrating factor will be e raised to the power p of x dx, right? So it will become 3x plus 1 upon x का integration is log x, right? So this can be written as exponential of 3x into exponential of logarithmic of x. So that is exponential of log ex will become, so that is your answer, x into e raised to the power 3x. ये कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है क्या? First option is not 2x, it is 3x. Sorry, I wrote that incorrectly. So that is the right choice for us. Fair? ठीक है, Anjali replied with A. Let's move for the next question. Question number 2. So that is from the year 2007. What they asked, if K is a constant such that x by plus k equals e raised to the power x minus 1 का whole square divided by 2 satisfies the differential equation x dy over dx equals x square minus x minus 1 into y plus x minus 1. So what they asked, then k is equal to, the options are 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2. Can you try this question, please? Everyone. अच्छा, एक चीज और आज मैं बोलूंगा, टुडे वी हैव द QIP सेशन 1. आज जो पैटर्न हम एक बार करके देखते हैं कि राइटिंग द क्वेश्चंस देन सॉल्विंग, गिविंग यू टाइम. इन द नेक्स्ट QIP सेशन इफ यू फील कि सर क्वेश्चन लिखने में टाइम जाता है, तो आई विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू द PDF द क्वेश्चंस, ठीक है? तो नेक्स्ट सेशन ऑनवर्ड हम क्या करेंगे, क्वेश्चन नंबर दूंगा और सीधा आंसर डिस्कस करेंगे, राइट? क्योंकि आप लोग उसका PDF का हार्ड कॉपी अपने पास रखेंगे, ठीक है? अभी तो हम स्टार्टिंग में हैं, वी आर ट्राइंग कि जो भी मेथड आपको सूट करेगा वी विल गो विद दैट. ओके, कम विद दिस प्रॉब्लम प्लीज. इसका बाई कहां गया इसमें? यश, आदित्य, डिड यू ट्राई? दिव्यानी, एनीवन? ओके. चलिए, so when I say the PYQs का analysis, dear fellows, it does not mean I need answers from your side or my side. No, this is all about exploring the things. ठीक है? What the mentality they carry while solving, like framing the questions. चलिए, अपनी प्रॉब्लम पर आते हैं. So what we learned, देखिएगा, what can be the way one to tackle. Please be on the board. Again, I will say I'm not giving you answers. I'm giving you ways to think. Way one. So if I call, let's say this is 1 and this is 2. Fair? So if I call, the given is 1 is solution of 2. So it must satisfy. Right? Solution ka definition, what I told you. If some relation or function satisfies the differential equation, it is known as solution of that differential equation. Right? Chaliye. So satisfying means what? X by plus k equals क्या है? E raised to the power x minus 1 का whole square divided by 2. So if I differentiate with respect to x, what I'm gonna get here? First into second का differentiation plus second into first का differentiation plus constant का value k का is 0, right? Equals, that is the exponential function. So x minus 1 का whole square divided by 2 and x minus 1 का whole square, उसका differentiation क्या होगा? X minus 1, 2 got cancelled about that, right? So ultimately what you got, dear fellows, x into dy over dx plus y equals x minus 1 e raised to the power x minus 1 का whole square by 2, right? यही तो बात निकली अपने को इस प्रॉब्लम से लेके. अभी अपन dy over dx का वैल्यू रखना चाहें या y का रखना चाहें, दैट इज अप टू अस. किसमें? इन द गिवन डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. यही तो बात होगी. चलिए, सो इफ यू कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू फ्रॉम हियर, ध्यान से देखेंगे इस चीज को. नाउ पुटिंग y एंड अभी किसका वैल्यू आप रखना चाहेंगे? लेट्स से x इंटू डी वाई ओवर डी एक्स का. कहां से? 1, दिस इज 1 एंड लेट्स से दिस इज 2. फेयर? फ्रॉम 1 and 2 in, let's say this is 3, from 1 and 3 in 2. ठीक है, क्या मिलेगा मुझे? कैन यू टेल मी? देखिए ना, x इंटू डी वाई ओवर डी एक्स भी अगर निकालेंगे, सो यू पीपल विल हैव x माइनस 1, राइट, माइनस का बाई. फेयर? इक्वल्स टू व्हाट? x square plus x minus 1 into y plus x minus 1. y का अब हार्डली आप क्या कर सकते हैं? y आपने क्या लिया हुआ है? कहां गया y? भी इस रिलेशन से यू कैन पुट, बट इससे हमें क्या हासिल होने वाला है? डू वी गेट एनी सब्सटेंशियल रिजल्ट फ्रॉम हियर? Can you tell me what you can predict out of this process? Suppose that I am feeling the hecticness here कि यार पता नहीं, let's do कि अब मैं y को यहां से लेकर आऊं, that is this का minus k upon x, right? फिर again this fraction upon x, then can I get the value of k on comparing the things? फेयर. नो वन हैज डिनाइड कि आप इस मेथड से नहीं जा सकते. मैंने क्या बोला? नो वन हैव डिनाइड यू कैन नॉट फॉलो दिस मेथड. यस यू कैन. नाउ इफ यू आर like comfortable getting the value of k from here, it is up to you. अदरवाइज देखिएगा आंसर्स में अगेन आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टिंग, आई एम मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन द प्रोसीजर एनालाइजिंग द PYQs. चलिए लेट्स गो फॉर द वे 2 नाउ. व्हाट द अदर वे कैन बी, देखेंगे. Suppose that we take this differential equation, okay? What the other way can be? Let's try to solve differential equation 2, ठीक है? And getting solution of it, then comparing with the given solution to get value of k, right? This can be the alternative way for us. Any issue till here? I hope so. No. Chali, let's work on, because ultimately what we learned, how to solve ODEs first order. Chali. So since the problem is x dy over dx equals x square minus x, sorry, x square, it is minus x, x square minus x minus 1 into y plus x minus 1, right? So this differential equation implies what? X square minus x minus 1 into y plus x minus 1 into dx minus x into dy equals 0, right? Either you can like frame this differential equation like this, or देखिएगा यहां पर भी कई सारे तरीके हैं अपने पास. What you can do, you can write the given differential equation as x square minus x minus 1 divided by x into y plus x minus 1 divided by x. So what you can from here, dy over dx equals x minus 1, अगर मैं इसको यहां पर ले आऊं, this is x minus 1 into y, and that is 1 minus 1 upon x, right dear fellows? अभी ये किस फॉर्म का हो गया? dy over dx plus px by equals qx. So if I want to write the integrating factor, what it will be? E raised to the power integration of px dx. So that will be e raised to the power minus x square by 2 plus ka x, this will be plus ka log x, right? So ultimately it comes out to be ये x बाहर आ जाएगा, x into minus x square by 2 plus x. Fair? अभी आपको क्या करना है? जनरल सॉल्यूशन of differential equation 2. What will be that general solution? Y of x into integrating factor, right, equals to RHS क्या है? 1 minus 1 upon x into x square by minus 2 into dx plus some integration constant c, right? चलिए हाँ, अभी what you can do with that? Please note down till here, इसको भी लिखेंगे. Please note down this as well, and finally I will tell you what the method can work for you, okay? And again I am requesting you dears, if you want to learn something, don't hesitate from exploring the things during the classes, ठीक है? Please note down this. इसको नोट करेंगे सब लोग. sorry. Please note down everything I have told you here. Have you noted this? Done? Fair Aditya. अभी देखेंगे बच्चे. You know, I always feel the joy when this much absurd comes into mind, because for a mathematician, you know what the degree you are going to pursue, for that doing the right calculation is not the only game. Thing is exploring the ideas. Fair? Suppose that I have followed this method and I got stuck here. पर्सनली आप मुझे मान लो, ठीक है, मेरी बेइज्जती खराब करते हैं, ठीक. आई गॉट स्ट्रक्ट हियर, आई मूव्ड अनदर वे, देन आई थॉट कि यार चलो इसको एग्जैक्ट बना सकते हैं क्या, बट व्हाइल राइटिंग दिस माय माइंड क्लिक्ड कि नो यार, लेट्स मूव ऑन दिस पार्ट. ठीक है, नाउ आई एम टॉकिंग जस्ट लाइक अ स्टूडेंट, just like you all. If I am here, so while looking over such expressions, I feel the fever, right? बोलिए, विश्वास लाइए. कितने सारे लोगों को इस इंटीग्रेशन पे बुखार आ गया होगा, है ना. बट अगेन आई विल से, प्लीज हैव पेशेंस एंड डू द थिंग्स वेरी स्मूथली. आई एम सेइंग वेरी स्मूथली. So when you do the integrations, if you observe this part, observe कीजिए इसको, this can be written as minus, अगर आप बाहर ले लेंगे, so x square minus 2x, right? If you add 1 subtract 1, that can be written as x minus 1 का whole square or not. And this is what? X minus 1 itself. यही तो बात है. So this is just the management of terms. Write this as x minus 1 का whole square plus 1 minus 1 subtract divide किया था and divided by 2, right? अभी क्या कीजिए, put that as t. Fair? अभी when you put this as t, suppose that this you are taking with minus sign and this is plus, so if you are taking with the minus sign, अभी क्या होगा, substitute back. What you people will have is, देखिए मैं इसको डायरेक्टली यहां पर लिख रहा हूं, you can observe with that. ठीक है, here what you are gonna get is This is y into x. This is the expression. Here you are gonna get this the same. विश्वास नहीं हो तो करके देख लीजिए, ठीक है. After doing this substitution and integrating, you are gonna get the same expression, e raised to power minus t, whatever you have taken there. Fair? So abhi if you observe this expression, what you got actually? Can you tell me? अच्छा एक टर्म और मिलेगा t वाला, that is -1 plus, ठीक है. So you are gonna get xy plus 1 equals, इस 1 को मैंने इधर भेज दिया, and that becomes c into e raised to the power x minus 1 का whole square by 2 type of stuff. Okay, so that will become is that clear or not? So please don't panic over the integration. I have given you ways. Only I am interested in knowing कि while managing this expression, if you are getting the expression like this, now compare one with this. Anjali, did you get the point? So अगर आप मुझसे आंसर पूछते हैं इस क्वेश्चन का, I surely must have followed this way, writing the general solution. Integration is not that much tough because I am always in the habit of okay, if you have the expression like this, make it a perfect square. Making it a perfect square, putting the substitution, I got the general solution like this. Now on comparing this solution with this, what you got dear fellows? K का value कितना मिलेगा? So that is your आंसर. अभी आप लोग जस्ट चाहें तो उस हिंट को नोट कर लेंगे बस, ठीक है, एंड राइट दिस स्टेप एज वेल. प्लीज नोट डाउन फास्ट. So this is called the analysis of a PYQ. Is it done?
Yes, sir.
चलिए. Okay, so let's move for the next question now. That is question number 3. Again a single choice question from the year 2007 itself. Again लिखेंगे, one of the integrating factor of differential equation y square minus 3x by dx plus x square minus x by dy equals to 0 is, your options are 1 upon x square by square, option B 1 upon x square by, option C 1 upon x by square, option D is 1 upon xy. Check it out please everyone. Okay, So if in the exam hall I am there, what the first thing will click into my mind? Integrating factor means I have two ways. Number one is rules of mdx plus ndy equals to 0. Other is dy over dx plus py equals to q form. If I talk about py equals to q form, that is not looking like this. So ultimately, I will end up with, on comparing with mdx plus ndy equals to 0. What you got, dear fellows? That is y square minus 3x by n is what? X square minus x by. So what is the step one? Anjali, what I told you? Is it homogeneous? इसका टर्म का डिग्री कितना है? 2. इस टर्म का डिग्री 2, 1 plus 1. इस टर्म का डिग्री 2, इस टर्म का डिग्री 2, right? So can't I say homogeneous given differential equation is homogeneous? Aditya, sorry, it was the end, like Wi-Fi issue. Abhi, is it visible, audible or to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fair. So what you can say, dear fellows, since the given differential equation can be a homogeneous differential equation, so integrating factor will be what? 1 upon mx plus ny. So 1 upon m into x means pi square x into 3x by into x, that will become 3x square by, plus n into y, that is x square by minus x by square. So x by square got cancelled. This eventually turned out to be x square by, that is minus ka 1 upon 2x square y. So what is the right choice now?
Option B.
Huh?
Option B, sir.
Option
B.
B. Fair. So what you people are suggested, write a note here please. If suppose that f of x y is an integrating factor for the differential equation mdx plus ndy equals to 0, then alpha times f of x by, right? Alpha is a constant, is also an integrating factor for the same differential equation, provided that alpha is a non-zero constant. 0 doesn't make sense here because that will make the everything 0. Fair? So here alpha ka value is minus 1 by 2, right? So what is gonna be the right choice? So once in an interview, you know, for the PhD part, they asked कि integrating factor of a differential equation is unique. So you will say the answer is no. Integrating factor of a differential equation need not be unique. तो आप चाहेंगे, because we are analyzing PYQs, we are learning the things out of PYQs. So what you can, integrating factor need not be unique. So note this point as well. ठीक है? Please note down. एक सेकंड बस, क्या यार, is that noted? Please reply in the chat section itself. आप माइक भी ऑन कर सकते, कोई इशू नहीं है. So
Yes, sir.
we are doing the PYQs for IIT JAM. Fair? After that, we will do for TIFR as well. Okay. Let's take the next question. Question number 4. And it is from the year 2009. The question is, consider the differential equation 2 cos by square dx minus x by sine by square dy equals to 0. Then option A, e raised to the power x is an integrating factor. Option B, e raised to the power minus x is an integrating factor. 3x is an integrating factor. X cube is an integrating factor. Check it out, please, everyone. What the answer you got? Anyone? Aditya?
Sir, I'm trying.
Trying? Okay. Okay. Let me try now. Again, we are analyzing PYQs. We are trying to learn out of those. So let's explore our ideas. MDX plus NDY to दिख ही रहा है.
3x.
Okay, we'll check. Others? What other people are getting? What others are getting? Can you tell me? किसी और ने ट्राई किया है? चलिए, let me try this, please. देखेंगे. Although it is looking like MDX plus NDY equals to 0, still, knowingly, let's try for other form as well. देखेंगे what the difficulties we follow, right? So try one. Let's that is 2 cos by square that is become dx equals x by sin by square dy. So if I try to write this as 2 cos by square equals x by sin y square dy over dx, फेयर. चलिए अभी और क्या कर सकते हैं? लेट्स मेक दिस एज some constant term 2 here, x into y sin by square upon cos by square, that I can make dy over dx. ठीक है, इससे ज्यादा और क्या ट्राई कर सकते हैं? dy over dx, हद से हद ये और लिख सकते हैं 2 upon बाई 10 बाई स्क्वायर इंटू एक्स. अब यहां पर अगर इसको dx अपॉन dy करते हैं, so we will have by 10y square divided by 2x. Ultimately we are not gonna get dy over dx plus py equals to q or dx over dy plus py into x equals q of y form, right? So once we tried this version, now let's go further because I feel the hecticness here, right? Now let's move for the other way. And what can be the other way? Comparing with mdx plus ndy equals to 0. What you got? M equals 2 cos by square, n equals minus x by into sin by square. So what is, since rule 1, Anjali, what I told you in that lecture, it is not a homogeneous differential equation because this is not homogeneous expression, right? So rule 1 not applicable. Rule 2, function of x into y, this is not a function of x into y, so rule 1 and rule 2 are not applicable. So now we will move for the rule 3 or 4. So for rule 3 or 4, what we learned, the first step is to get the expression dever m over dever y minus dever n over dever x. So this will become 2y इसको ऐसे कर लेंगे cos by square का minus का sin by square and by square का 2y, so that is minus 4y sin by square minus what is dever n over dever x, minus के साथ में by sin by square. So what you got, dear fellows? Minus 3y. Persons who didn't attend that lecture, for them I am telling. Now, by which fraction you should divide to get the function of one variable? Please observe, if you divide by n, what you are gonna get here? Tell me. Minus 3 by sin by square divided by minus x by sin by square. So ultimately what you got? Function of x alone. So what the way you learned? Right? So x cube is the right choice. 3x कैसे आया था भाई? Please note down. And that is like I learned as a teacher or as an enthusiast in mathematics. I should explore the ideas. That is the learning process. Please note down.
सर 3x से भी आ रहा है सॉल्यूशन.
3x से
3x भी आ रहा है सर.
3x से if you multiply this by x cos by square, नहीं भाई ऐसे कैसे हो सकता? लेट मी चेक इट. चलिए आपने अच्छा बात बोली, एक और तरीका सीखेंगे हम. पहले इसको नोट कीजिए, नोट डाउन दिस एज वेल. Please note down this. Please note down this as well. Okay. अभी वो बात भी देखते हैं जो आदित्य बोल रहे हैं, शायद 3x वाला देखेंगे, that works or not. Is that noted?
नहीं आ रहा सर, मैंने चेक कर लिया, सॉरी।
कर लिया? Good. And rest of the persons, if they are feeling कि 3x आ सकता है, so what I suggest you, introduce 3x into the given differential equation, है ना? Now take this as n, whole n, take this whole as capital M, and check it out कि dever m over dever y equals to dever n over dever x आ रहा है क्या? Because if this wants to be integrating factor of this, then on introducing 3x in the differential equation, it must become exact. Right, Aditya?
Yes, sir.
So are you getting this as equal?
So
Sir,
this
वो
method
mistake से हो
is
गया था।
inspection.
Huh? Hariom, what you are saying?
Inspection method है क्या?
So that is what I am saying na. Suppose that you forgot all rules, okay, Hariom, and you become Ghazni. So in that case, this will help you. What? Checking all options one by one, है ना? If A is the correct choice, then it's your luck. If D is the correct choice, then it is your hard luck. Okay. Chale. Good. Very good. So you won't be getting as equal. So this cannot become the integrating factor. Okay. Because it was the single choice question. Fair. Abhi we should take a break or continue? Break or continue? Chale. Should I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक, ठीक. Let's have the next question now. Consider the differential equation dy over dx equals a by minus by square, where a is positive, b is positive, and y at 0 is y0, full stop. As x tends to infinity, comma, the solution y of x tends to, your options are 0, a by b, b by a, y not. Can you try this question, please? Try, everyone. What is the option you are getting? Should I try? Okay, fair. Let's learn some more things out of this differential equation. If you correctly remember the lectures, I didn't discuss about the Bernoulli's equation at all, because I think when you are exploring the PYQs, you will learn this method indirectly as well. Okay. So let's learn this here. Wave 1. What can be the wave 1 here? Suppose that I take this differential equation as by I'm taking common, so it will be a minus by, right? I can manage this as dy over by into a minus by, and that is dx. Fair? Variables are separated. Chaliye. So what I told you, whenever you have the fractions like this and you know integration of 1 upon x very good, so what you can do? Partial fractions, right? So partial fractions किसके? 1 upon by into a minus by. So one is the method which you learned at 10 plus 2 level. Other is being a matured person. Just let's try to write what happens here. Like by just managing the terms. So suppose that I write this expression as 1 upon by plus 1 upon a minus by, right? So what will happen? If I write this as b, तो अपने को क्या मिल जाएगा? a minus by plus का by. So plus by और minus by will call cancel. 1 upon a से और मैनेज कर दे. ये बात समझ में आई सबको? So this can be managed like this or not. So let's come here. So what you can write? 1 upon a 1 upon y dy plus b upon a minus by dy equals dx. So अभी क्या कर सकते हैं? On integrating, what you gonna get? 1 upon a here, 1 upon by is log y plus log of a minus by, right? But minus by ka differentiation is minus b. On dividing by minus b here, we got cancelled. So you got the expression like this. And here it is x plus the constant of integration you take as c or log c, that is up to you. Fair? So what the expression we are gonna get here, a को इधर भेज देंगे, so that will become log of by upon a minus by equals a into x plus c. Fair? अब ac को आप एक नया कांस्टेंट दे दें, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. The thing is, this is by upon a minus by equals exponential of ax plus some c dash you can say, or you can write the same expression, not an issue at all. Fair? Chale. So you got the general solution of this differential equation. Finding the general solution may you can follow other way as well. That is the Bernoulli's. इसको Bernoulli's भी बना सकते थे. What the way can you follow? Again, I'm not interested in answer only. Okay. So what the way you can follow? You can write this differential equation as dy over dx minus a by equals minus b by square. Now keep that by square here, right? That is minus b. So this is what? Bernoulli's differential equation. What you will do? 1 upon by, because 1 upon by ka differentiation is available here. So you will substitute 1 upon by as z. This implies minus ka 1 upon by square dy over dx is dz over dx. So what you have this expression as minus dz over dx minus a into z equals minus b. So ultimately you have, so integrating factor क्या मिल जाएगा? z into e raised to the power ax equals b into e raised to the power ax dx plus c. So z is what? 1 upon by exponential of ax, that comes as v upon a exponential of ax plus c, right? So either by following the first method, that is variable separable, or by following the second method, that is Bernoulli's equation, we got ultimately the general solution. Fair? Now what is our task? Tell me, what is our task, dear fellows? Task they wish to have कि as x tends to infinity, then y is what? यही तो दिक्कत है अपने साथ, है ना? So अभी यहां से क्या करना है? You have to write the expression yx as this, and from here if you write the expression 1 upon, let's say, y of x, so what you will get? V upon a, right? Exponential ax got cancelled, plus c into e raised to the power minus ax, है ना? So I am not denying कि either you follow this method or this method. Ultimate thing is where it is gonna to be the easy. So if you manage this expression, अभी आप इसको क्या करेंगे बोलिए? अब a minus by upon by लिखेंगे, then you will write the expression for yx equals. Here you got the expression as directly, right? So for x tends to infinity क्या मिल जाएगा? 1 upon by will tend to b upon a, that is constant. E raised to power minus infinity is what? 0. So 1 upon by will tend to b upon a. This implies by will tend to a by b. No matter what path you follow, whatever the expression you are getting here, the same interpretation you are going to get here as well. By will tend to a by b for x tends to infinity, right? So please note down both ways, and it is up to you what suits you, what feel like, in what method you feels the easiness. So here we learned the different Bernoulli's as well. Please note down. So a by b is the right choice. अच्छा, आप चाहें तो इनिशियल कंडीशन भी यू कुड यूज, फिर भी वहां से सी का वैल्यू आएगा, ई रेज़ टू माइनस इन्फिनिटी इज 0, सो दैट डजंट मैटर एट ऑल. ठीक है, द अल्टीमेट आंसर विल नॉट बी अफेक्टेड even if you are using y at 0 equals by 0. Is that noted?
Yes, sir.
Fair. Let's have one more question here. The question is, consider the differential equation. I guess that is the question number 6 from the 2010 itself again. Consider the differential equation x plus y plus 1 into dx plus 2x plus 2y plus 1 into dy equals 0. ठीक है? They have asked which of the following is true. You people please try. I'm just writing the options. The differential equation is linear. Option B, the differential equation is exact. Option C, e raised to the power x plus y is an integrating factor of the differential equation. A suitable substitution transforms the differential equation to variables separable form. Check it out, please. You know, if I have to give the answer, I can answer this question within just 1 second. But I'll take time here to analyze, to get the mind of examiner why they have the framed questions like this. Okay. Anjali, what is the answer? Yes.
D.
D. Fair. Aditya?
Fourth one, D.
Got it. What about others? Chale. Let's analyze. See, if you talk about linearity, so the power must be, देखिएगा how to think. And if you know, like if you want to give the answer in 1 second, so what you can observe, x plus y here, it is 2 times x plus y. So what you can do, x plus y को you can put v, so this will give you dx, या फिर मैं इसको dy over dx में लिख लूं, 1 plus dy over dx equals dv over dx. Using this, in 1 we get variables separated. Okay, so I'm not bothered about the answer. I'm thinking about why they have framed such basic options at this level of exam, how they think, even how they play with mind, right? Chaliye, differential equation is linear? No. Why? Because linearity का definition revise, y का power you need as 1. So if you divide, obviously y will go in the denominator and it will come with the power -1. let's leave it. Second is exact. So can you check it? What is m here? X plus y plus 1. What is n here? So what is devar m over devar y? What is devar n over devar x? Since this is not equal to this, so not exact. C, if this is not exact, तो अभी अपने को क्या करना है? Devar m over devar y minus devar, because this is non-homogeneous, right? Homogeneous नहीं है. दूसरा, function of x into y by dx नहीं है. So what will be the applicable? Rule 3 and 4. In that case, what do you do? Devar m over devar y minus devar n over devar x. So that will eventually come out as -1. So no matter you divide by m or n, you are not gonna get the function of one variable. So let's eliminate. Fair? Because what I told you, to get an integrating factor, either you go by the inspection or you go by the rules. So rules are, if that is linear, then here is for px dx. If it is non-linear, then there are 4 rules are here, and all those rules are invalidated. So I have eliminated A, B, C option. So I went with the option D. And how? That I have done here. So that is how you should learn this mathematics. That is how you should try to explore and try to get the demand of exam for which you are preparing. Please note down. एग्जामिनर की नर्व को टच कीजिए. ईयर बाय ईयर क्वेश्चंस को एक्सप्लोर करने का आइडिया ये है मेरी टीचिंग के पीछे, बिकॉज इन दिस मैनर आई रीड द माइंड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन सेटर. ओके, कि हाउ पैटर्न इज बीइंग इवॉल्व्ड ओवर द ईयर्स. Is that noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's have one more question. Question number 7, and that is from the year 2011 IIT exam itself. Again, a good question. If by raised to the power alpha is an integrating factor of 2x by dx minus का 3x square minus y square dy equals to 0, then the value of alpha is, what is the value of alpha? -4 +4 -1 +1. What is the value you got? Yes, Hari Om. Chale. So if I'm not wrong, till now, in the first question we had taken 20 minutes, second we took 25 minutes, Gradually we are moving, we are trying to solve the question just in minutes or seconds. The reason is, if you try to explore the questions very well, after some point of time you will feel कि you have explored enough. Now things are being repeated. And you know the problem with the learning is what? People don't want to go up to this extent. उन्हें जो भी है आज के, मतलब सॉरी, मतलब आप लोग को कमेंट नहीं कर रहा हूँ, स्टूडेंट्स आर लाइक ना, वो ऐसे हो गए हैं कि उनको सब कुछ पका पकाया एक बार में चाहिए. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट एवरीवन. They just go for the solutions कि सर आंसर बता दो, आंसर बता दो. And in this way they actually fail to learn the process. They failed to deliver the things which are being explored. Like, ठीक है, चले. So अभी क्या है, अभी we know the rules. Just start. So compare the differential equation. Yes, what do you want to say?
-4.
Fair. So what is day m over day y? Since it is of degree 2, आप उससे भी कर सकते हैं. It is of degree 2, right? Sorry, हाँ, it is of degree 2. It is as well as degree 2. So what is m into x plus n into y? 2x square by, right? Minus ये क्या मिल जाएगा? 3 इसमें बाई से मल्टीप्लाई किया, 3x स्क्वायर बाई प्लस का बाई क्यूब. सो यू गॉट माइनस का x स्क्वायर बाई प्लस बाई क्यूब. But they have given by raised to the power alpha is an integrating factor, right? So you want an integrating factor which is of the form by raised to the power alpha. But here you are not getting that form. So let's go by other way. See, if you, this is a subjective question, this is, and they ask you to find integrating factor, this works well, no issue at all. Since I told you integrating factor need not be unique, we have found this, they have said this. So let's go, as it is a like objective paper, so we have to go by this. Other method can be inspection, right? So what is that? Let's introduce by raised to the power alpha into the differential equation. Now it should exact, right? Because if you are taking that as an integrating factor, so what should be? Day-1 over day-1 y of 2x by का power alpha plus 1, it must be equals to day-1 over day-1 x of, minus बाहर ले लेते हैं हम, so this will become 3x square by का power alpha minus by का power alpha plus 2. So what you got? 2 into alpha plus 1 x into y का power alpha, day-1 over day-1 x of this, so that is minus 3 into 2, 6x by raised to the power alpha, right? And this becomes 0 because you are taking the integration differentiation with respect to x. So what you got, dear fellows? X by ka power alpha, x by ka power alpha. So on comparing, what you got? 2 into alpha plus 1 equals minus 6. So this implies minus 8. So alpha equals minus 4, right? Again, I said I am not interested in answer, although I got the answer as minus 4. Still, we can try for other ways as well. What can be the other way? Day-1 m over day-1 y minus day-1 n over day-1 x. Day-1 m over day-1 y कहाँ गया? So that is 2x minus day-1 n over day-1 x, that is minus का 6x, right? So what it will become? 2x, that is 8x. So now, by which factor you should divide? 1 upon n or m? Please tell me.
Sir, M.
M. Very good. So this must I have taken day-1 n over day-1 x minus day-1 m over day-1 y. So it will become minus 8x by 2x by. So what you got? Minus का 4 upon by. Function of y alone. So integrating factor will become minus 4 upon by. That means minus 4 log y. that means log of by ka power -4. So ultimately it comes out to be by ka power -4. So alpha must be -4, right? Please do notice these expressions. If you took at dever m over dever y minus this expression, this will become plus ka, and that will give you by ka power 4. Getting? So please mark star here. Minus plus can change the whole scenario. Note down, please. And you are suggested to note down each and every way so that your mind got like expanded. Please note down.
Try to explain the method. Repeat again.
Can you repeat?
Method को फिर समझा दीजिए.
Third way.
Yes.
You want the repetition of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fair. Fair, Parth.
Third way को फिर समझाना है.
Okay, fair. See, what happens in that integrating factor wala form, we have different rules. Parth, ध्यान देंगे. Number one is homogeneous. Okay. Since
Yes.
this is homogeneous, I went with the rule 1, but I didn't get the integrating factor as of the required form.
Yes, sir.
So I must explore the other way. Why? Because integrating factor need not be unique. This will also work as an integrating factor, but they won't like this. So I will go for rule 2 now. ठीक है पार्थ?
Yes,
That
sir.
is of the form function of x into y dx plus some function of x into y x dy equals to 0. If you observe, this is x into y, but this is not x into y ka function.
Yes, sir.
So rule 2 not applicable. What I told you in the lecture, I guess you didn't attend that lecture. So rule 3 and 4, what the steps I said, कि you must write the expression dever m over dever y minus dever n over dever x at the first step. Fair?
Yes, sir.
And suppose that you got whatever is here. Now you think कि either I divide by capital M or I divide by capital N so that I can get the result as function of one variable only. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Since this is 8x, if I divide by capital N, I am not gonna get function of one variable because x भी involve होगा, y भी होगा.
Yes,
So
sir.
I must divide by capital N M. So rule 4 says if you divide by capital M, so the result is like this, कि you must have 1 upon M into this expression, not this.
Yes, sir.
So that is the rule we have discussed in the previous lecture, and also this is well proved. Okay. So I got the function as -4 upon by. So let's say this is some function of fy. So what I told you, integrating factor will be e raised to power integration f of by dy. Okay, हरिओम, अभी क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
Fair. Good. Should I remove this? चले, let's take the another question now. Question number 8, and that is from the year 2012. The question is the differential equation. क्या है differential equation? 1 plus x square by cube plus alpha into x square y square dx plus 2 plus x cube by square plus x cube by dy equals to 0 is exact if alpha equals. Their options are 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 2, 3. Can you check this question, please, everyone? अभी क्या है? Since they have said this is exact, so what we know? Again, learnings of the definitions. We know that if the differential equation mdx plus ndy equals to 0 is an exact differential equation, then derivative m over derivative y must be equals to derivative n over derivative x. So since m is equal to, for the given differential equation, and n is what? 2 plus x cube by square plus x cube by. So derivative m over derivative y will be 3x square y square plus 2 alpha x square y equals to derivative n over derivative x. That will be 3x square y square plus 3x square y. So please compare the coefficients of these things. Please observe what you got. 2 alpha as 3. So alpha becomes 3 by 2. Fair? Please note down. Is that noted? ठीक है. Aditya replied, Anjali, everyone. Okay. Anyone wants to say something? Let's take the another question now. That is question number 9, and that is from the year 2012 itself. An integrating factor for the differential equation 2x by plus 3x square y plus 6 by cube dx plus x square plus 6 by square dy equals 0 is, ठीक है. Options are x cube, y cube, e raised to the power 3x, e raised to the power 3y. Okay, dear students, since we have like sufficient practice now, so the first point clicked into my mind is कि since this is of degree 2, this is of degree 3, right? So rule 1 not applicable because non-homogeneous, right? Function of x into y नहीं है, so rule 2 not applicable. Fair. For rule 3 and 4, what ultimately we do, since m is what, 2xy plus 3x square y plus 6 by cube, n is what, x square plus 6 by square. So day over m over day over y minus day over n over day over x, that will be 2x. Is it visible? इधर लिख देता हूँ. So that is 2x plus 3x square plus 18y square minus day over n over day over x, that is gonna be 2x. So 2x got cancelled, you got 3x square plus 18y square, that you can manage as x square plus 6y square, right? देखेंगे why I have managed like this. हरिओम. अब बताओ, I should divide by capital M or capital N?
Capital N.
Good. So 1 upon n day over m over day over y minus day over n over day over x will become 1 upon x square plus 6y square into 3 into x square plus 6y square. So ultimately you got this as 3, right? So integrating factor will be, this is function of x. So e raised to the power integration 3 dx, that will become e raised to power 3x. So C is the right choice. I guess now you people will be feeling the joy here, right? मतलब मुझे पता नहीं, I may be overconfident, but मुझे
Yes,
ऐसा
sir.
लग रहा है I have done sufficiently. Please note down and please keep writing everything, na? Because end of the day revision is also needed. Please write down fast क्योंकि 5 minutes more we have, है ना? Meeting is scheduled ना 8:30, तो at least we should have 10 questions for today, है ना? Is it noted?
Yes, sir.
Fair. और तुम लोग प्रॉपर को नोट करना है, किसी भी दिन मैं नोट्स मांगूंगा किसी से भी, ठीक है ना? और नहीं दिया ना तो मुक्का खाओगे फिर तुम लोग. So be disciplined, है ना? I always say be part of disciplined learning. Let's have one final question for the day. Question number 10, and that is from the year 2014. फटाफट लिखेंगे. For ABC belongs to real numbers if the differential equation ax square plus bxy plus y square dx plus 2x square plus cx by plus y square dy equals to 0. is exact, then option A, V equals to 2, C equals to 2A, option B, B equals 4, C equals 2, B equals 2, C equals 4, B equals 2, A equals 2C. Check it out, please. So what they said? अभी क्या है? Equation is exact. So what we know that mdx plus ndy equals to 0 is exact. Then derivative m over derivative y must be equals to derivative n over derivative x. Simple. ax square है ना, पहला प्रॉब्लम क्या है? ax square, yes. So 2ax plus by, sorry, bx plus 2y equals derivative n over derivative x. That is 4x plus cy and y square का 0. So on comparing, yes, someone is saying something.
Option B.
Sir, option B.
ठीक है. On comparing, we are getting b as 4, x का coefficient, हरिओम, ठीक है,
Yes, sir.
and c, that is coefficient of y. So c का value we are getting as 2. So the right choice is B. कोई दिक्कत किसी को?
No,
And
sir.
he, ठीक है. So I guess it's enough for the day. Today it was the first session with you QIP. ठीक है. I hope there will be some, like, there may be some glitches in the classes, but this is gonna be the pattern. Now you tell me this will work or not. इस तरीके से हम आगे बढ़ सकते हैं हर टॉपिक के लिए क्या?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. तो चूंकि एक्चुअली आज मैंने मेरी टीम के साथ मीटिंग भी की थी, तो जो आप लोगों के बाकी टीचर्स है ना, वो लोग भी क्यू में हैं. अगली बार से हम एक और प्लान कर रहे हैं कि एक दिन में हम 3 सेशन या 2 सेशन रखेंगे. तो एक सेशन मेरा रहेगा, एक दूसरे टीचर का रहेगा और एक दूसरे टीचर का रहेगा. ठीक है. तो अभी हम उस पर काम कर रहे हैं. ग्रेजुअली वी विल बी मूविंग, बट वे ऑफ टीचिंग विल बी वेरी मच फिक्स्ड. conceptual development, subjective examples, problem solving techniques, analyzing the PYQs thoroughly. ठीक है. फिर एंड ऑफ द डे वी विल डिस्कस कि क्या होने जा रहा है. ठीक है. इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. इट्स एनफ फॉर द डे. वी विल मीट बाय टुमारो. गुड नाइट.
Sir,
हाँ,
टाइमिंग प्रॉपर टाइमिंग क्या रहेगा?
अभी तो टाइमिंग यही चल रहा है. बाकी अगर किसी को और कुछ डाउट होगा तो हम इस वीक के बाद ग्रुप में प्रॉपर डिस्कशन करेंगे. अभी तो कुछ लोगों ने बताया था कि सर 6 बजे रख लो. फिर सम पीपल सेड कि दे आर आल्सो ज्वाइनिंग सम अदर कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट, क्योंकि पहले ज्वाइन कर रखा था लेकिन वो हमारे साथ भी पढ़ना चाहते हैं. तो उन्होंने कहा सर 6:30 कर दो. ठीक है. सो फॉर द टाइम बीइंग इट इज 6:30.
6:45 कर दे तो ठीक है.
ठीक है. वी विल डिस्कस इन द ग्रुप. ओके.
Yes.
आई विल कंसीडर योर थिंग. ओके.
Thank you, sir.
हाँ. गुड नाइट. गुड नाइट एवरीवन.
Good night, sir.